Hey, my name's Arabella Jones, and you're now watching Valerie TV.
Welcome to Homestead. Is that your first time in Florida?
Actually, I stopped here once on my way back from Haiti. It was a trip to Haiti. But besides that, it's my first time here. I'm excited.
How are you affiliated with NASCAR? How did you get involved on that?
Well, I'm sponsored by Peace Tea, a division of Monster Energy. So they wanted to bring me out here, play some shows. I have a great show that's going to happen on Sunday on the Coke stage. And I'm singing God Bless America. So I'm all over the place.
Oh, wow. God bless America.
Yeah, before the races. So.
Now, there's a lot of people who sing that song, and a lot of people recently didn't get it right.
Yeah.
So, what are your strategy for that?
I studied. Okay, I hear it's a good tip to write down the words. I didn't do that, but I've been singing it long enough. I think I know the words.
So you got it. You got the
Knock on wood. Yeah.
So how long you been in the industry? How long you been doing music?
Professionally, about 3 years now, I guess. I actually started on YouTube when I was younger. I would post covers and started building up a little fan base, and I just kept going from there. Now I'm here. I'm playing shows around. It's
so
awesome.
were you found discovering YouTube?
I guess I wouldn't say I was discovered, but it was more of like a slow and steady climb. It was a cool adventure.
What kind of music you think that your fan base is?
I'm definitely country. I go to country radio. I'm into just like southern rock, kind of country rock, so that really influences my music, but definitely country.
So you must be a great lyricist, because I mean country music is the heart of pretty much everything.
Songs, yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
I write my own stuff. I co-write, so it's just great to be able to sing stuff that means a lot to you because you put input into it. So.
When is your single coming out?
I'm putting out a single in a couple months, and it's going to country radio. It'll be promoted on all my social medias, so y'all definitely have to stay tuned.
And what's the title of that single?
It's called Runaway Rush.
Mm-hmm. Is Runaway Rush?
Yeah.
Is that
I helped write that, so it means a lot to me. It's about being just spontaneous, and it's about someone actually picking you up in the middle of the night and just going for a road trip. So.
Okay. Do you see yourself a lot in the music that you write? I mean, do you draw from experience?
Definitely. I actually just put out a little acoustic mixtape project. It's for free. If anyone wants to go to my Twitter or social medias, they can find the link to download it. It's completely free, and I just had so much fun being really creative and just making the music I really wanted to make and putting myself into a project, so it was great. Y'all should check it out. It's called Lighters. After I drop my single, my plan is to do some radio touring. I'm going to go play at some radio stations. Hopefully you'll hear it on the radio in a city near you, and just play it all the time at shows. I love where country music's going right now. Lots of people complain that males are kind of taking over country. There's not enough girls getting played on the radio, but hey, my music, I feel like it's great for both genders, if that makes any sense. I really want to prove that girls can rock just as much as guys can, and that's what I want to go out there and prove to country music. What I like to tell people is lots of my music is kind of like Carrie Underwood meets Johnny Cash. I love old outlaw stuff, and new country is really great right now, so I love just bringing it together. Well, current people like in country music right now, Florida Georgia Line, Eric Church, who else is out there? Dierks Bentley. All of them influence my music on the new school side, so it's great to put them together. My goals are just, to keep on doing what I'm doing. Hopefully build a bigger fan base, get bigger. But what I really love is just when I play a show and I can see that I'm connecting with people and they sing songs back to me. That's my goal, is to just connect with people and tour and get to play to people everywhere.
So do you prefer live?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a huge live music person.
With the interaction of the audience and stuff like that?
Yeah, live music is the way to go, and playing shows is the best way to just reach out to fans. Like I said, when people sing your songs back to you, that's the best feeling ever. I started playing guitar before I started singing. I started maybe when I was like 10, so it's been several years now, and putting together singing and guitar playing was so hard at first. If anyone is trying to play guitar, stick to it because it's great after your fingers stop bleeding. But yeah, I love it. I'm a huge supporter of the military. Anyone that lives in America is probably a huge supporter of the military, so I am too. I love to donate money to causes like the Wounded Warrior Project, all those kinds of things. I love singing at military bases. That's one of my goals for later in my career. And I love singing stuff like the national anthem, just being patriotic.
So what was the recent things that you've done with the military?
I've done a lot of donations and such, and actually I played at, it was a Navy SEAL Foundation kind of fundraiser event in Texas. It was for one of the Navy SEALs that passed away. He was one of the guys in the movie Lone Survivor, and so they have a fundraiser event every year for him in Texas, and so I was a big part of that. It was really great. I went to Haiti for the first time in June. It was a mission trip, and my church actually goes every year, but it was my first time going, and we ran a VBS, and there were a few hundred kids, and we had one translator, so we're all running around trying to figure out what each other are saying, but I was put in charge of the music for the kids, and at first we were trying to teach them songs, you know, and they just blankly stared back at us for a couple days while we were just playing to them. And I felt terrible. I was thinking, they hate this. They don't like me. But the next day, the third day of the camp, there were kids climbing up in trees, and they started singing the songs back to us over the fences of the camp, and it almost made me cry. It was so sweet.
What song were you singing? Can you tell me, give me a little something about what we were singing?
Yeah, it was a church song. I'll perform it for you. Okay. It goes, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. yeah. And they just watched us while we're doing all these, they're like, these white people, what are they doing? But they called us Blanches, so.
Are you planning on continue doing that, or?
Yeah, I really want to go back. Like I said, my church goes every year, so it's cool that they kind of get to see these kids grow up, and so I definitely want to head back. I would love to collaborate with George Strait. He's obviously the king of country. Okay, so this may be like way above the level I ever get to, but he's from Texas. He's just such an icon. Like, he's something everyone just would want to sing with before they die.
Where are you from originally?
I'm born and raised in Houston, Texas, and I'm still there.
So
actually.
I guess that's where the fit, you know.
Yeah, yes. Definitely. I'm all about Texas, so it's love.
Tell me a little bit about your process in getting your music together. What are your process? I mean, do you write first?
Yeah.
Or put the instrument down first? And
the birth of a song usually happens in a co-write session. I usually come in and I'll write a song with a few other people, and then it moves to, we'll record it on our phones, just a little acoustic work tape, and then if I like it enough, like the next day, sometimes you never like a song after you write it. If I like it enough and I want to put it on my album that I'm actually in the process of recording, I'll take it to studio. I'll sit down with the producer and say, this is what I want it to sound like, and so they'll record with the full band. I'll sing vocals, and then the birth of a song. I'm actually not signed to a label right now. I'm independent.
You're indie, yeah.
Yeah, and I actually want to stay independent for a little bit. I liked that I've been able to stay independent for a while, so I've gotten to grow as an artist and kind of figure out who I am before going to a label and just build myself up. So that's been a cool game.
Do you think you have the range, and have you think you've seen enough to be able to write the kind of lyrics that could inspire that other could inspire to be?
Hey, like we said, I'm an old soul, so I really feel like I do. You know, I write from what I've seen, where I'm coming from, and people relate to that. So it's a big world out there, and there's still a lot more for me to see. I haven't had my dog run over or anything like that in like old country songs, but exactly. I've seen enough to write some cool stuff, so it's been fun. There's always a pressure to be a role model when, you know, lots of people are looking at you, so you kind of have to balance being true to yourself and who you are with what you want people to think of you. So that's always a fine line to walk. Definitely music's just what's in my sights right now. I guess shout out to Peace T for bringing me out here so I could sing some cool stuff, talk to you, and I guess we're good besides that. Hey, my name's Arabella Jones, and you're now watching VTV.